The rain had just started when Nia Rose stepped out of the airport. Not a storm, just that thin, cold drizzle that made streetlights look smeared and turned every curb into a mirror. Nia pulled her hood up, adjusted the strap of her laptop bag, and checked her phone again to confirm the pickup. App name, driver name, license plate. She always checked. It wasn't paranoia, it was habit. The kind you develop when you've learned that nothing ever happens is a story people tell right up until something does. The car rolled up a minute later, a dark sedan with clean headlights and a quiet engine. The plate matched, the app matched. Nia opened the rear door and slid in, placing her bag on her lap. "Hi," she said politely. The driver didn't turn around right away. When he did, his smile looked casual, almost too easy. Travis Lawn. "Hey," Travis said. "Airport traffic is insane tonight." Nia nodded. "Yeah, I noticed," she said, fastening her seatbelt immediately. Travis pulled away from the curb with a smooth, practiced motion. The wipers squeaked across the windshield. The cabin smelled faintly of vanilla air freshener and fast food, old fries, something sweet trying to cover something stale. Nia kept her tone friendly. "Heading to Rivergate Hotel," she said, just to confirm. Travis glanced at the app on his dash. "Got it," he said. "Downtown." Nia exhaled quietly. She was tired. She'd spent the day in terminals and security lines, and her brain wanted the ride to be the part where she stopped thinking. But her body didn't relax, not fully, not until she recognized the route. Travis merged onto the main exit road, then took a turn that made Nia's eyes flick up. Not wrong yet, just early. The airport had a standard route most drivers took to downtown, straight shot to the highway, then a clean run through the lit business corridor. Travis instead angled toward a frontage road that curved away from the bright lanes. Nia watched the street signs. She didn't panic. She didn't accuse. She did what she always did first. She asked a simple question. "Is there a reason we're taking the service road?" Nia asked lightly. Travis chuckled. "Shortcut," he said. "Highway's jammed." Nia nodded slowly. "Okay," she said. Then she added, still calm, "The app route usually goes straight to the highway." Travis shrugged as if the app was a suggestion, not a plan. "Those routes don't know real traffic," he said. "Trust me." Nia didn't argue. She just glanced at her phone and quietly turned on location sharing with her sister. A small tap, a small safeguard. Travis glanced up at the rearview mirror and noticed the movement. His smile tightened. "You good back there?" he asked, voice friendly but edged. "Yeah," Nia said. "Just letting someone know I landed." Travis let out a laugh like it was ridiculous. "People really do the most," he said. "Like, it's a ride, not a spy mission." Nia kept her voice even. "It's just a safety habit," she said. "No big deal." Travis made a sound like a scoff. "Safety habit," he repeated, amused. "You think I'm gonna kidnap you or something?" Nia didn't respond to that. She refused to be dragged into a weird conversation where she had to defend wanting to be safe. She looked out the window at the dark warehouse buildings sliding past. The service road led them into an industrial stretch. Fewer streetlights, more chain-link fences, the occasional truck yard. The rain made everything shine in thin silver lines. Nia sat a little straighter. "Could we stay on the main route?" she asked, still polite. "I'd prefer the highway." Travis's shoulders stiffened slightly. "You don't like shortcuts," he said. "I don't like being off route," Nia replied. "That's all." Travis laughed again, louder this time. "Man, y'all watch too much true crime," he said. "Everybody thinks they're the main character in a kidnapping documentary." Nia's jaw tightened, but her voice stayed calm. "Please take the highway," she said. Clear, direct, not emotional. Travis sighed dramatically like she was ruining his night. "Fine," he said. "Relax." He made a U-turn at the next intersection, tires hissing on wet pavement. He headed back toward brighter roads, but the mood in the car had changed. Travis's voice shifted, less joking, more irritated. "You know what's crazy?" he said. "Drivers deal with rude passengers all day, and nobody cares. But if a passenger gets uncomfortable, suddenly it's a whole thing. Nia kept her eyes forward. "I wasn't rude," she said. "I made a request." Travis scoffed. "A request," he repeated. "You basically accused me." Nia's voice remained even. "No," she said. "I said I prefer the highway." Travis's fingers tapped the steering wheel. "Whatever," he muttered. They reached the highway entrance. The road opened up, brighter, safer in the way visibility always felt safer. Nia's shoulders lowered a fraction. Then Travis did something small but telling. He reached up and tilted his dash-mounted phone slightly downward, away from the windshield view, as if he didn't want the camera angle catching something. Nia noticed. She didn't stare. She simply registered it. "Your phone okay?" she asked neutrally. Travis glanced up at the mirror again, annoyed. "Yeah," he said. "It's fine." Nia nodded. She opened the Rideshare app discreetly and checked the trip details. Everything still looked normal. No reroute now, no sudden detour, but her instincts stayed awake. A few minutes later, Travis's phone chimed. He looked at it and smirked. "Watch this," he said, as if performing for an invisible audience. Nia didn't answer. Travis tapped his screen, then spoke aloud in a mocking tone like he was narrating a joke. "Passenger feels unsafe," he said, drawing out the word. "Wants the highway, wants to share location, wants to, what? Call the president?" Nia felt heat rise in her chest. Not fear this time. Anger. The kind that came from being treated like her safety was comedy. "Please stop," Nia said calmly. Travis laughed. "It's just jokes," he said. "You'll be fine." Nia didn't argue. She did something else instead. She quietly started a screen recording on her phone. Not to post online, not for drama, but to document. The audio would capture the time, the route, and Travis's comments. Travis kept talking, careless now. "Y'all always act like drivers are criminals," he said. "Like you can't sit in a back seat without turning it into a courtroom." Nia's voice stayed steady. "My safety isn't a joke," she said. Travis glanced at the rearview mirror and smiled in a way that didn't feel friendly. "Then maybe you should have driven yourself," he said. The words hung in the car. They were close to downtown now. More lights, more cars, more witnesses. Travis couldn't do much here without attention, but he didn't need to do something physical to cross a line. He was already crossing it, one comment at a time. Nia watched the skyline come into view and told herself to stay composed. Get to the hotel, end the trip, report it properly. Then Travis made the last mistake of the night without even realizing it. As they approached a long red light near an intersection with a gas station, a small black device on his windshield blinked. Tiny, easy to miss. A dashcam. The lens faced forward, but the microphone sat inside the cabin, silently capturing everything he'd been saying. Nia saw it and felt a strange calm settle in. Because now it wasn't just her word, it was recorded. Travis drummed his fingers, still smirking, unaware. And Nia understood, with sudden clarity, that the consequences he was laughing at were already building. Fast, inevitable, and backed by his own voice. The hotel sign appeared ahead like a lifeline. Rivergate Hotel sat on a bright corner downtown, all glass and warm lobby lighting, with a covered drop-off lane where a doorman helped guests under the awning. The street was busy enough that Nia could see people moving inside the lobby through the windows. Real witnesses, real safety. Travis Lawn pulled up to the curb and stopped a little too hard, as if he wanted the ride to end with a final jolt. "There you go," he said, voice dripping with false cheer. "Safe and sound." Nia Rowe didn't respond to the tone. She simply reached for the door handle with steady hands. Before she got out, she did two things without making a show of either one. First, she took a quick screenshot of the trip screen. Driver name, time, route. Second, she glanced once more at the dashcam, confirming it was there. Travis followed her gaze and smirked, misreading it completely. "What?" he said. "You gonna report me for taking a shortcut?" Nia met his eyes in the rearview mirror, calm and controlled. "I'm going to report you for mocking my safety requests," she said, "and for the comments you made." Travis laughed like it was absurd. "Good luck," he said. "It's your word against mine." Nia's voice didn't rise. "No," she said quietly. "It's not." She stepped out into the rain, shut the door, and walked straight under the awning. The moment she was out of the car, her shoulders loosened a fraction, her body acknowledging that the enclosed space was over. Behind her, Travis's sedan pulled away, but Nia wasn't done. Inside the lobby, warmth hit her face. A low chandelier glowed above a marble floor. A bell cart rolled by. The desk agent smiled and asked for her ID. Nia checked in, accepted her key, and thanked the staff like nothing had happened, because she had learned that staying calm wasn't weakness. It was strategy. In her room upstairs, she set her bag down, locked the door, and sat on the edge of the bed with her phone in her hands. She replayed the last 10 minutes in her head, not to relive it, but to structure it. Facts, timeline, words. She opened the Rideshare app and tapped Help. Then she selected, "Driver made me feel unsafe." The app asked for a description. Nia typed carefully. Driver deviated off route to an industrial service road without confirming. Driver mocked safety requests and location sharing. Driver made repeated comments implying she was paranoid and annoying. Driver became defensive when asked to take the highway. Driver made a remark, "Then maybe you should have driven yourself," in a threatening tone. She attached her screenshot. She hesitated for a moment over the next step, uploading her own screen recording audio. Then she did it, not because she wanted revenge, because she wanted the truth to be undeniable. She hit submit. A minute later, her sister called. The location share had worked. "Are you okay?" her sister asked immediately. "I'm okay," Nia said. "I'm at the hotel, but the driver crossed a line." "Did you report?" her sister asked. "Just did," Nia said. Her sister exhaled. "Good," she said. "Don't let it slide." Nia ended the call and stared at the ceiling for a moment, letting her pulse settle. She expected the situation to drag out. Days of generic responses, maybe nothing. Instead, the first consequence hit faster than she expected. Her phone buzzed with a message inside the app. "Support. We take safety reports seriously. A specialist will contact you shortly." Then, 10 minutes later, another notification. "Support. The driver's account has been temporarily suspended pending investigation." Nia blinked. Temporary suspension didn't mean guilt. It meant the platform didn't like risk. And the platform had data, GPS route deviations, timestamps, and now her audio. Nia's phone buzzed again. An incoming call from an unknown number with the rideshare company name displayed. She answered. "Hello?" A calm voice came through. "Hi, this is Erin Halstead with Safety Response," the voice said. "Is this Nia Rowe?" "Yes," Nia said. "Are you in a safe location right now?" Erin asked. "Yes," Nia replied. "I'm in my hotel room." "Thank you," Erin said. "I'm calling about your report concerning driver Travis Lawn. I'm going to ask a few questions, and I want you to answer only what you're comfortable sharing." Nia appreciated the tone. It wasn't performative sympathy, it was procedure. Erin asked about the route first. Nia described the service road, the industrial area, and her request to return to the highway. Then Erin asked, "Did the driver make comments about your safety concerns?" "Yes," Nia said. "He mocked them repeatedly." "Do you recall exact phrases?" Erin asked. Nia took a breath and delivered them precisely. "He joked about true crime. He said, 'You think I'm gonna kidnap you or something?' He said passengers act like drivers are criminals. He said, 'Then maybe you should have driven yourself.'" Erin was silent for a beat. "Thank you," she said. "That's helpful." Then Erin said something that made Nia sit up straighter. "We also want to let you know," Erin continued, "that we've requested dashcam footage from the vehicle associated with his account. It's part of our evidence process when available." Nia's heart gave a small jump. "You can access it?" she asked. "If the driver has registered it and agreed to share in safety disputes," Erin replied. "Yes, we'll request the clip for the relevant time window." Nia stared at the wall, thinking about the tiny lens she'd seen blinking at the red light. Travis had laughed like he was untouchable, but the dashcam didn't care about his confidence. Erin continued, "Your report indicates the driver adjusted his phone mount. Did you see that?" "Yes," Nia said. "He tilted it downward." Erin's tone remained neutral. "We can see device orientation changes and interaction timestamps," she said. "We'll cross-reference." Nia exhaled slowly. "Okay," she said. Erin ended the call with one more sentence that sounded simple but meant a lot. "You did the right thing by reporting quickly." After the call, Nia opened her laptop, not to work, but to write her own summary while it was fresh. She created a short document: date, time, route, quotes, and the sequence of events. Then she went to take a shower, trying to wash off the feeling of being trapped in a car with someone who treated her boundaries as entertainment. Downstairs, across town, Travis was having a different night. He parked near an all-night diner, phone in hand, still irritated. When he opened the app to accept another ride, a red banner appeared. "Account on hold. Contact support." Travis stared at it, then laughed once, sharp and disbelieving. "No way," he muttered. He tapped contact support and got a standard message. "Your account is temporarily suspended due to a safety report." Travis's anger flared. He immediately called the driver hotline and launched into his version of events. How the passenger was paranoid, how she accused him, how he took a shortcut. Then the support agent asked one question that made Travis's voice falter. "Do you have interior recording enabled on your dashcam?" the agent asked. Travis paused. "Why?" he snapped. "Because we have requested footage," the agent said calmly. "And we need you to confirm the camera was operating." Travis's mouth went dry. He had forgotten the dashcam wasn't just for insurance. It was for disputes, and it didn't only capture accidents. It captured him. "Yeah," Travis said, trying to sound casual. "It records." "Thank you," the agent replied. "Please upload the clip for the relevant time window through the driver portal." Travis hung up and sat in his car, staring ahead. For the first time, he replayed his own words in his mind. "You think I'm gonna kidnap you. True crime, main character, then maybe you should have driven yourself." He'd said it all like a joke, but in a safety investigation, jokes didn't matter. Impact mattered, pattern mattered, and recordings mattered most of all. When Travis opened the Dashcam app to export the clip, his hands shook slightly. The screen showed a timeline. He selected the time window, then hesitated, because he knew exactly what the audio would reveal. Not a shortcut, not a helpful driver, not harmless humor. It would reveal contempt. And contempt didn't look good on camera. Back in her hotel room, Nia's phone buzzed again. A message from Erin Halstead. "We have received corroborating evidence. Your report has been substantiated. The driver will be removed from the platform." Nia stared at the screen. Removed. Not warned. Not coached. Removed. She felt a complex wave move through her. Relief, yes, but also sadness that it took recordings and procedures to prove something so basic. Safety requests are not a punchline. Erin's message continued. "If you would like, we can provide a case reference number for law enforcement, although no physical incident occurred. We can also assist if you need support resources." Nia read it twice. Then she set the phone down and closed her eyes. The consequences had hit fast. Not because she had power, not because she had shouted, not because she had gone viral, because she had stayed calm, documented, and reported through the right channel. And because Travis, trying to be funny, trying to feel in control, had done the one thing careless people always do in the age of cameras. He had spoken like no one was recording. But the dashcam was. And the truth, once saved, didn't need her to yell. It spoke for itself.